Hi, this is Linda Welsh from Linda Welsh Realty Group at Compass. I wanted to talk to you today about choosing the right path for your real estate career, whether that means joining an independent brokerage or joining a team or going out on your own. Also, how do you find out what your skill set is, what your natural tendencies are, and where you will probably shine the most? One of the things that I've learned in my 28 years in real estate is you can't make a round peg fit in a square hole. So if you have taken some of the tests out there, maybe it's a Briggs-Freeman, maybe it is the Strengths Finder, or more commonly, we see agents take something called a DISC profile. So the DISC profile is going to tell you where your dominant traits are and your comfort zones are, whether or not you're a driver, whether you're very interpersonal and have a great rapport with people and you really love chatting it up and love to talk about everything, or whether you're one of those people who's a real caring, nurturing person, somebody who might have had a career as a nurse or as a school teacher or a caregiver of some sort. Or you might be very calculating. You might be had an accounting type job or really understand stats. All of these things are good things, but everybody sort of has their own DNA when it comes to where you fall in those. For myself, I'm a really high D and a really high I. I try to realize that and temper those things when I feel it's necessary. But I also realize that if you're working to your strengths, then you are really leaning in and you're being your best authentic self. That's probably where you're going to find the people who really want to work with you. There are some people that will never be in your tribe, and that's okay. And I don't want to be all things to all people, but I do want to be happy in my job. I want to be authentic in my job, and I want to use my gifts as best as I can. And I want you to do that too. I'm happy to help you explore what those things are. Now we're going to talk a little bit about, shall I be independent or shall I be on a team? So we happen to have a team. And before we had a team, we actually had an independent brokerage, but we moved over to a large company, Compass, which happens to be number one in both Texas and the country at the moment. We have close to 25 or 30%, depending on different price ranges, of the business out there. So I wanted to be around a company that offered lots of technology. And I also wanted to be around high achievers because being around other people who do a lot of business is going to really build a fire within me to learn more, to do more, and get a lot of that adrenaline flowing. And for me, that's really important. For some people, it's not, and it might be a second career. It's okay to have a dual career if that's what your goal is, and it's probably not a bad place to start. In that you know that you have some sort of steady income coming in, but you really want to get into real estate and make it a career for yourself, either full-time or to continue as a dual career person for a long time to come. Now, how do you choose the right team? Well, you have to look and talk to the other people maybe that are on the team, look to the team leader or principal, as we call them at Compass, and find out if it's a good fit for you. Make sure you have somebody that is going to give you what you need. Some teams are different than others. Some require that you're in the office making phone calls 4 hours a day, adhering to a very close schedule, and that's their model. Others are more independent and function more like an independent company might, but they offer guidance, maybe coaching, and helping you when you need it. Might be, I'm writing my first contracts. I'm meeting with clients today. This is their situation. Can you help guide me into how to frame this and how to work with these people based on their personalities, based on the area that they want to buy in? Or I have a listing appointment and maybe I need a little help with that. I want you to look over my paperwork to make sure that everything is tightened up and done correctly. So make sure that you are finding out where your strengths are, getting all the education that you can possibly get, but also realize that at some point you got to jump into the pool and learn how to swim. Don't get ready to get ready. Just choose those things that are most important. Lean into your strengths and shine in this job. If you love real estate, you're going to be in it for a very long time, and you're going to help people with the biggest purchase or sale of their lives. It's really important to love what you do and to work within the framework and the DNA that you have and the person that you are. So here's Linda Welsh. Linda Welsh Realty Group. Again, I would love to chat with you about your business and maybe explore what your next steps might be. Have a great day.